Hi, Mike. I wanted to send you this quick website audit as promised to give you some tips on your website, show you where your company is ranking currently, and what your competitors are doing to claim the top spots on Google. So, in this video, I'm just going to go over a few easy ways to beat your competition online. So, the three things I'm going to talk with you about are content, backlinks, and citations. So, content is anything on the home page that Google can read. So any text on the home page, all the text within your images, and whatever your images are saved as. Now, to be considered authority in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your home page, and you're going to want it to be stuffed with content that has to do with buyer intent. So for you specifically, you'd be looking at things like Electrician, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Baton Rouge Electrician, and other keyword phrases along those lines that are location specific. That way, when anyone types those searches into Google in the area, your website will pop right up. Now, looking at your website, I really like the design of it. You definitely will want to add more content here. So what I recommend for the homepage is to put any, just the content should explain, what your company is about, discuss some of your services, and then also you'll want to have keywords built in within that content. So the rule of thumb that we use is one keyword phrase for every 100 words. So if you were to get up to that 1,500 word mark that's recommended, then you would want to have anywhere from 10 to 15 keywords spread organically throughout those paragraphs. Something else that's really great to have on your homepage are testimonials. And it just really helps build trust with your prospective clients. And so if you add testimonials, I would recommend adding them more towards the bottom of the homepage. Also, any awards, certifications, or licenses that you guys have, those are always great to put on there too. And just more pictures, any pictures of your projects that you've done, pictures of your team, different things like that. That also really helps to build trust. So, other than the content on the homepage, another tip I would tell you to do consider doing, is to split up your services. So I see you have residential services up here, excavator services, commercial services. So something that will really help these services to rank higher on Google, like if someone is just specifically looking for landscape lighting. So if this was a separate back page, landscape lighting, they could type in landscape lighting Baton Rouge and that back page would pop up. So they would end up getting to your website knowing that you offer that and then giving you a call potentially. So that's just a tip that I usually tell anyone who has their services kind of in bulk on one page. What I would do is have services up here at the top as a tab and then make it a non-clickable menu. So whenever somebody tries to click, it'll drop down to all these different types of services. And you can group some of these together, of course. But like, if it said services and then it would say generator installation on a separate page, then that would really help these services to rank higher. And you would get more website visits and more customers that way. So those are just some quick tips for you. Otherwise, the site looks good. The next thing I want to talk to you about is backlinks. So the thing with Google is it can kind of be like a popularity contest in a way, because they judge you by how many websites are pointing back at you. Now, very important to remember, not all backlinks are created equal. So what that means is you're going to gain a lot more influence from a backlink that is related to your industry. So for example, an electrician blog that mentions your company would be a good one for you. Or a popular website that features various types of home services, that would be another good one for you. Something that has to do with the services you offer, you're going to have much more influence given to you from that type of backlink versus a backlink from, let's say, your local Domino's Pizza, for example. So a tool I use to measure backlinks is called Ahrefs, and it gives really valuable data for how much traffic is coming into your site as well. So it looks like here you don't have any backlinks right now, or any, websites that are pointing back at you. You have one keyword that you're ranking for. Let's see what that is. So you're ranking for your company name, which is great. However, if someone's not going to Google and typing in your company name, then they're not going to find your site. So like I said before, a lot of the keywords that you want to try to target are location specific. So, ceiling fan installation, Baton Rouge. And, of course, you'll want to go with whatever is the higher profit margin for you, whichever service. You'll want to target those obviously more heavily than others, but you want to have those keywords popping up here so that people can get to your website. And then it also looks like, here, let me put in your website one more time. It also looks like you have 0 for your organic traffic, which tells me you haven't had any website visits in the last 30 days. Now, that means that you're missing out on a lot of potential clients that way. So when compared to one of the top competitors in the area, Mr. Electric, Baton Rouge, they have 43 backlinks, and they have 106 for their organic traffic. So they've had 106 website visits over the last 30 days, and my guess is that at least a fraction of those has converted into actual new customers for them. So a strategy we tell our clients to use to get that same kind of influence and power as their competitors is to go in and get the same backlinks as they have, and then continue to keep adding on more and more. So you'll end up surpassing them while gaining more and more power to your site, a lot more organic traffic, and of course, new customers will go along with that. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you today about is citations. So citations are very important because if someone's looking for a service right now, most likely what they're going to do is type in Electrician Baton Rouge, and then they see these top 3 businesses pop up in the local Google My Business map pack, as it's called. And about 70 to 80% of people will end up just clicking on these websites and give these companies a call because they see them as the most reputable, potentially the best in the area for this service or these services. And that's not the case at all. The reason why they're ranking at the top is not necessarily because they're the best, it's because they have the most citations. So citations are anywhere on the internet where their business name, address, and phone number is listed in different directories, such as Facebook, Yelp, Yellow Pages, just to name a few. So again, we tell our clients the same type of strategy that we use with backlinks. You go in and list yourself in whatever directories your competition is being listed in, and then you add on a space cushion of, let's say, 20 to 30% more directories. So over time, you'll end up infiltrating this local Google My Business map pack. You'll be ranking at the top, and before your competitors can even realize it, they won't be able to catch up because you'll just keep adding on more backlinks, more citations, and taking on all of that new business. So here is my website. This is my company, Lobo Leads, and this is my phone number. And I'd love to speak with you about, anything that you had come up in the video as questions while you were watching, or if you could just give me some feedback on the video, what your thoughts were, that would be awesome too. But I hope this was helpful to you, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks.